Hey guys, Louie here, and welcome to your 3-day weekend. Boy, oh boy, I hope you have some fun this weekend and stack some silver, dudes. Wow. Okay, I was just going through some of my bullion and came across this 100-ounce poured Johnson Matthey. Wow, man, what a beautiful bar. You guys will die when you see what I paid for this. I'm just going to put that down for a second. There it is, if you don't believe me. $1,564. $1,564 for 100-ounce poured silver. And this order was placed, believe it or not, let's see, March of 2019. So that's, whatever, year and a half ago, or 2021. Okay, nearly 2 years ago. But, you know, it's a good example of, I bet you when I bought this bar, everybody was saying, you know, silver is a dead investment. You know, you're wasting your money. I got to tell you, ignore the peanut gallery, guys. Silver is bopping in around here between, you know, $26 and $29. If you're waiting for it to go to 25, well, it might. It actually could, but I would not be waiting for $20 silver. Matter of fact, I'd be watching that range between 28 and 26.50. You had a great opportunity yesterday. You know, when you watch those dips down around 26.50, to jump out there and buy some bullion. Let's see what else I've got in here. But, you know, we are not going to, we're not going to stay in this range forever. And if you're a new or newer stacker, you know, you really need to build up. You really need to build up your stack. All right, now's the time to do it. You're not overpaying, in my opinion. At can you see that? Oopsie. These are all community rounds from MK Bars. But what we're in right now is a once-in-a-decade bull market, okay? Once-in-a-decade bull market in silver and gold, and you're hopefully being part of it. That's a Losing Louie round from MK Bars, one of the first. Beautiful. Let's see who else we've got in here. We've got the bean in here somewhere. Yep, there's the bean. I like the square ones that MK Bars did. Let's see, I probably have a Silver Dragons. Well, he used to be Silver Baggins. Yeah, so those are all community rounds. Really cool series. I've got them all from the beginning. But you know, once in a decade opportunity to participate in this move and protect yourself from the from Armageddon out there that's coming. Recent developments. Let me just pull something out of here. There's some vintage silver. All this stuff I got at the LCS for about $1 over spot at the time. And actually, I was pouring a lot, and these are the savers from the pour pile, but all about $1 over spot. Nothing too fancy there. You're the rooster. But in terms of the news, okay, dollar continues to be under pressure. It may or may not crack 22. I don't know. But all I do know is that the Fed is printing to oblivion, and everybody on all sides of the aisle thinks that's okie dokie. If I see any Silver Shield in here, I'll have to pull them out. Boy, those are doing well in the aftermarket. That's something I completely missed. But everybody wants to print to oblivion, right? There's no restraint, and you know that the world and our country is going to need the money. So why keep your money in fiat? Why not jump in and be part of this hobby that, for the part of my assets that have been in silver over the last 6-7 years, it's a double. Okay, and maybe you could have done that in the stock market, or maybe you would have bought and sold and bought and sold and not done anything in the stock market. But this is a double on bullion for me. And some things like my Libertads and some collector coins are triples, right? That is 6 or 7 years is all it took. In the meantime, I could probably find you 100 videos from YouTube, from respected channels, that told you to sell or told you not to buy. And you're seeing the same videos now. Oh, should I sell it? Did I miss selling it at the top? Wow. And you have to remember, I was one of the people that was telling you when the GSR was 100 to 1 to convert your gold to silver. Heresy, right? Because everybody had given up on silver. Well, had you done that, you could have increased your gold stack. You could have traded back and forth and possibly been up 50% in your gold stack. So I do think the GSR is headed down further, but you know I think that. So on the paper markets, well, we know that the stock market is looking pretty tired here. Another prospector. It's looking pretty tired here, and could go down a little, could go down a lot, could keep going up. But those are devalued dollars, and what I'm doing in the stock market right now, let me just put those away. So on the paper side, you guys may know that I enjoy trading and holding paper silver as well. Because I've got money in an IRA, a self-directed IRA, which is how you should trade, in my opinion, how you should trade metals if you're going to do metals and miners. I would do them in a self-directed IRA so you don't get any whopping taxes, preferably a Roth IRA. But in the paper markets, let me find something else. Ooh, toned. Here's some... Let's see, this says these are toned trade units. I guess this box is a box of trade units. Well, not all of it. But in the paper markets, if you trade in a self-directed IRA, you're not going to get those capital gains fees, you know, those additional taxes on trading precious metals. So what have I been doing lately? Recently with the weakness in silver and miners of all kinds, a couple of days ago, I increased my allocation to SLV, GLD, no, I'm sorry, SLV and AG, which is First Majestic Silver Miner, and then my basket of small silver miners, I guess you'd call them juniors, but I'm not sure, because they had come back a lot from like 60% up in my basket down to 39 or 35 or something like that. So I went ahead and went back to full positions on all my silver miners. I did it a day too early. Just that they had come down so much, I thought I would just go ahead and do that. And then they fell further yesterday. And I was in the red for a while there, but then it popped back up. So I am again back in a full basket of silver miners, and I think that's where paper appreciation will be. Not that gold miners won't do well also. For my SLV and my First Majestic, when I bought those, I rode them up for about 20 cents or so, and then I wrote covered calls on them. And that's some protection on the downside. They're out of the money covered calls, so I get the first couple of dollars of appreciation. But if we get a heavy dip, I can buy those back, ride it back up, and write calls again. I mean, it's like a 10% premium for writing out of the money covered calls on some specific stocks. Okay, but the metals are all looking great. They're in this range here. And yeah, there could always be a dip. But we saw when the market was in panic sell-off mode, you know, the 1,000-point down day, you know, the metals held their own pretty darn well. They aren't going to 12, okay, because the blood's in the water, and people recognize that it's a tangible asset, and tangible assets are hard to get. I guess that's all the same one, but there's some nice toners in there, huh? Let's see what else we've got here. Hold on, let me put that away. So I saw a video recently. I was going to make this video, but it was already made, telling you to be careful buying the 2020 Silver Eagles. They are not going to be low mintage. That's been known for weeks now. But when people say, here's the deal, I mean, nobody is lying, but when people say that the Silver Eagles for 2020 are going to be low mintage, what they mean, and this is very telling, what they really mean is in relation to future demand. So they're already above last year, which would make the 19s and the 18s and so forth better buys. And this whole thing about buying the last year of the design, that's bullshit, guys. You know, the last year of an old design is not going to make you a lot of money. What is going to make more money are the low mintage, and the prior years are going to be lower mintage. But the takeaway here is that demand is so high they can't really keep up with it by minting more than they have minted in the past. So you know, demand is off the charts. I mean, whether it be through the ETFs, whether it be, well, you know, demand is up at the COMEX and LBMA, and there's all the conspiracy theories. But the bottom line is the U.S. Mint can't keep up with demand. Does that sound like silver is going back down to you? No, of course not. So I hope you'll keep the faith, and I hope if your stack is only, you know, on a quarter full of what you want it to be, stack more aggressively, turn off YouTube, pull up the silver chart, and look for the days where we're getting $1 sell-off. Okay, and make a purchase down at the bottom of that range for the best bullion or coin you can find. I mean, I'm seeing, right now, I'm seeing Philharmonics, and I'm seeing Britannias, and even some Maples, you know, down there in the low 30s. No, I don't like paying, you know, a $4 premium. But I'd probably get the government issued coinage before I'd buy $30 bullion, unless you're getting Scottsdale stackers or something that's really super cool. Poured silver has come into its own. Again, I could probably find you 1,000 videos that told you, oh, that's pretty unique. I don't think I'll show you that. That's an art piece there. It's actually a set from a fine pourer. I could probably show you 1,000 videos of people that told you don't buy poured silver. It's a stupid investment. It's hard to sell. Well, I don't know. A lot of poured silver I see is fetching more than Silver Eagles. Let's see what else we got in here. Everything in this box over here is a treasure, so let's just see what comes out. Oh, that's nice. Who is that? Oh, hell yeah, Tomoko. And I got a Tomoko stack. You know who he is, Dean. Hi, Dean. Hope you're feeling well. That is a Tomoko snowflake. I think it's a snowflake. Let's see what he calls it. He's a hell of a pourer. Oh, now wait a minute. I don't know. I got a COA for O Zombie round in there. But this is definitely a Tomoko round. He's got his Akita on the back. His old, that's his old Maker's Mark. Oh, that's a beauty. So, yeah, poured silver. Jesus, people are just loving poured silver now. The old poured bars, Johnson Matthey, or, you know, pretty much anything poured that isn't, oh, that is got to be, is that a bear or is that a Vulcan? That's a bear. That goes to a guitar and amp set that he made for me. That is the bear. Beautiful piece. That's before he started doing the vault bars. I shouldn't be touching it. Maybe I'll find the guitar in here too. Is that it? No? Oh, there it is. There it is. You've never seen anything as pretty as this. Yeah, poured silver is fine. You know, don't pay a fortune for it. A lot of my poured silver I got for $5 over spot, or a little bit more, or sometimes you find it in the bargain bin. Sometimes you get a good deal, like that poured Johnson Matthey bar. There was no premium for that. I can't even see the Maker's Mark, but I think it's the Bear's Maker's Mark there. Let me see if the COA is in here. Oh, you know what I did? I put all the COAs in another cigar box. I didn't want to crumple them up. So yeah, let's see what else we got in here. How about something good? There's a red bag. I think red used to be Mr. Zeke. I think he used to do those. Let's see if that's a Zeke bar. Oh no, that's another Irmisil. Just another bullion bar. Beautiful pour. This is number 1 out of 10. I was the first one, I think, to buy something from Irmisil. Not sure what he's up to these days. Let's find something else. Oh yeah, here we go. We got some silver in the bottom. Here's an Ikeo cube. He had YPS do those for him. What else we got here? Junius Maltby. Here's the original Junius Maltby round. I think I got 2 of the same there. There is the back. He has a good channel. Nice to see everything he has been saying over the years come true. Oh, that is a plain old backyard bullion, one of his first pours when I was trying to support his channel, which blew up bigger than the sun. But there it is, early backyard bullion. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What else we got in there? This is from Silver Vessel. I remember it well. I think he patterned that after, well, I'm not sure. I used to have a little water pipe that you could blow on and make bird sounds. It looked a little like that. But that is a Silver Vessel. I'm not sure if you can see the Maker's Mark there. Pardon the shadows. Let me keep going here. So I told you about the markets. Yeah, I'm reloaded on all my miners, my silver miners and my silver, and a little bit of gold, but you know, I like the silver better. Told you about the American Silver Eagles. Oh, is that Grandma? If you ever see a Maker's Mark called SHG, that's silver-haired Grandma. She's gone, but she made, she's out of the community, but she made some really cool Halloween rounds. Got a few of those. What else we got in here? Oh, that looks nice. What is that? Oh, there's a High Five. Haven't seen him for a while. Also an excellent pourer, and that is his foot. I used to have a pedal like that on one of my hot cars back when I was a teenager. You know the one. Yeah, that and a Necker's knob. Louie, stop it. Oh, here's a Mrs. V, heart. It's a heart and sword. The sword goes through the heart. Stuff like that is just priceless. What else do we have in here? I know you like big chunky things, right? How about that? That's pretty chunky. Thor's hammer. Look at that. Isn't that a great job? That's high five. I'm not sure you can see that. Thor's hammer. What does that weigh? Oh, hell's bells. 5.2. 5.2 ounces on Thor's hammer. So in today's market, that is 40 times 5. So that's a $200 piece right there. It's both fun and artistic and valuable. So anyway, oh yeah, here we go. We'll finish up this box with, this is another bear. Actually, one of the best pourers that ever lived, still alive. Hi, bear. That is the Star Trek. The Enterprise. A lot of people have tried to do it. I've tried to do this as well, but you know what's hard? The friggin' undercarriage, right? So if you see a Star Trek pour and the undercarriage is not pronounced like this, you'll know they didn't have the skills, right? They didn't have the skills to pull it off. Not everybody can do something like that. Gee, that's beautiful. Okay, let me put these back. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about digital currency. So the other story that has been, it's been around a little bit, but, oh, that's beautiful. Who poured this? I showed you the Day of the Dead round here, but wow, look at the striations on the back of that. My lighting may not pick it up, but that is just a beautiful back. Love the subtle striations on that pour. That's something that happens naturally. Nobody's trying to do that by jiggling the mold, and creating ripples, and Jesus, that is just beautiful. I think that's a bear. That's a bear pour. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about digital currency as well, and you may not know, or maybe you've seen the press releases, that there is a bill circulating for a digital dollar. It is called Banking for All is the act, and it may or may not pass, but I see the Federal Reserve talking about it more and more. They call it a pilot. They want to tie it to the universal basic income, which is gaining speed because so many people are just going to be destitute. So I think the question in my mind is, if we move to a digital dollar, ponder that for a minute, the advantages. Oh, that looks like fun. Ponder for a minute the advantages to the Federal Reserve and our government. The people that would be in jail if it were you and I printing, making copies of $100 bills on the copy machine, but they do it and they get applause. Imagine the advantage of a digital currency to our government in stealing the rest of your money. Okay, just this year, if you had $1,000 in the bank, well, 80 of it has already gone to the government's, special needs program because they've devalued the dollar by 80%. And inflation has gone up higher than that. Oh, I forgot to mention the base metals took a little hit, but good time to get back into base metals and commodities and, anything that will inflate with the coming stagflation. Hopefully it's not depressionflation. That would be even worse. But if the economy takes the hit, It's definitely going to stagnate. People are finally realizing that. And at the same time, goods and services are inflating because of the dropping dollar. Oh, got a couple of these. These are hot bars. Notice this is Wall Street. Notice Twin Towers are in these bars. I actually had these sold at one time for $300, and I thought, what a great, I only paid probably $150 each, but I think they're worth more now. I mean, 300 would be melt these days, so they're probably worth $4. But imagine the benefit to the government of a digital dollar. Imagine what they could do to you and how they could just start adding zeros and lock you into it, right? At least right now you could go out and buy yen or sterling or anything you want if you think our government's being irrational. But once you get into those digital dollars, they're going to lock you in. And the more important thing, which is worth considering, is how, of course, they would eliminate the paper dollars, or at least the $100 bills and $20 bills, like India has done. Well, you can't. There are no more big bills in India. They've gotten rid of those. What else we got? Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. Keep your eye on Scottsdale Mint. When you get a good dip in spot, you might be able to pick up some Scottsdale under $30. Here, I'll take it out. But imagine the impact on stacking. Not the least of which is taxes. There are still a couple places you can avoid sales tax for those in high sales tax states. But they're going to be tracking you, levying additional surcharges and taxes. And when you go to sell it, they're going to be tracking you. When you go to sell it, they're going to be tracking you. So I think that's bad news for stackers. But more importantly, if you haven't stacked yet, or if your stack is only on 1/4 full, you may want to get moving on that project before everything is digital and they will know who you are and they will apply all taxes. And the thing is, when you go to sell, all right, if you're going to sell through normal channels, LCS, in a digital scenario, they're going to have a category for you. And just like Bitcoin, you guys know you have to pay tax on cryptos. Just like Bitcoin, they are going to track you, and your LCS is going to be required to send you a 1099 at some point. And now you're going to owe, you may make, well, I mean, I bought this for probably $15 or $17. Okay, it's going to be $100 someday. That's my prediction. And I don't mean in 50 years either. So, that's going to be an $85 profit on that round. And you're going to get a 1099, right? So that's the advantage of digital currency to the government, and also in terms of controlling what you can do. Oh, this is a cool bar as well. Again, all this stuff was just picked up by trolling the LCS. I used to buy a lot of silver for melt, and I would clean them out on stuff like this for $1 over spot. But yeah, I think that's a super, super big negative that is coming, and I think they will do it. I think we will go digital. I think the younger generation will embrace it. More trade units. I think they will embrace it because it's easy and familiar, and you don't even need a bank. So watch that. Did I show you the zombie round? There's the Obama zombie round. I think I paid a premium for that round. Who made this? This was made by... Who made this? Oh, it's the Obambi. It's the Obambi. I'm not sure how well you can see that. The Obambi. Yeah, boy, we all hated him when he came into office. But I don't know. I wish for those days. I wish for those days back. That's how far down we have come. And this is not a Republican or Democrat comment. I am neither anymore. Used to be a Republican, voted for Trump. But, you know, they have ruined our country. Ruined it on the basis of irresponsible fiscal policy. So irresponsible, there's no coming back. There's no coming back from what we've done. And you can blame the party who's in power right now. You can blame, the Republicans who started it, 3 administrations ago. You can blame the Democrats who goosed it 2 administrations ago. And you can blame the current administration that put it on crack, in this administration. But the foundation and the spine of our country have been ruined. It's been ruined. The money supply and the fiscal policy is everything to the country, and you can't come back from what we've done. It's been done. So that's what I think about that, and I won't be voting for anybody. It's going to be bad, or it's going to be bad times 2, or it's going to be even worse. I don't know. All I can do is protect my world, and that's what I've been doing. And both in physical and in paper. Damn, it's working good. It's working good. Rather than sit here and curse the powers that be, which I do plenty, the stupidity, I can say the stuff that I've put away has protected me. And I'm putting away more, all right? I'm building up my gold stack a little bigger here as prices get more reasonable. And I'm not selling anything other than collector coins. I'm converting some collector coins into gold, actually. And I'll show you that as I do it. Yeah, man, just making bank on Homer Simpson and buying underspot gold with those profits. So collector coins are not dead by a long shot. Keep an eye out for the Libertads, as I always say. And I don't know, I'll close up with the 100-ounce bar. That was just a rambling ramble. Hopefully the camera is still going. But there it is. Want one of those today? You're going to have to get up off $3,000 plus. God, that's beautiful. Okay, guys, you have a wonderful 3-day weekend. Do something fun. Avoid the madness. Spend time with your family. I'm sure that they will appreciate that. Okay, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Louie out.